I help anybody that comes my way. Anybody who's young or old gets help from us.
People who maybe have mental health issues and find themselves either in a hostile environment or on the streets.
We help people who just need a cup of tea because they're cold on their way home from a night out. We help people who have emotional difficulties and who need someone to talk to.
Giving them tea, coffee, biscuits, and allowing them to come onto the bus if they need any help.
On their own, a bit distressed, a bit lonely. Some people who would maybe feel a bit suicidal.
We have a charger on the SOS bus, and sometimes people's phones lose charge, they get broken up with their friends and they end up in difficulty because they obviously can't get in touch with their friends, and they may need to travel home outside Belfast, and they can come and they can charge their phone, get their friends' numbers and get back in contact with them, and I think that's an amazing thing.
Unconditional giving means just that, and it's recognising the humanity in each of us and caring for somebody regardless of their sexuality or their religious background or their ethnicity. It's irrelevant.
And maybe it's 30 seconds in someone's company, maybe it's 30 minutes, it just varies. But it's good to engage with everyone.
The important thing is, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? And we're doing it because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to care for people who are vulnerable and weak. Gandhi said that you can judge a nation by how well it looks after its most vulnerable. And I think that's what this is about.
Belfast would be a very different place if we didn't have SOS Bus. Those aren't my words, it's actually the words of people who come to the table every week. Because we work in partnership with the ambulance service, with the clubs, with the police, with everybody who's out there. And it's a safe place, it's a safe haven in the middle of the nighttime economy, and it makes such a difference to so many people.
SOS Bus provides an invaluable service for police now. On a Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, we're really at the front end dealing with incidents as they happen on the street and responding to those. And we don't have the time essentially to give the necessary support to more vulnerable people in ensuring they get home safely or they're looked after. If we come across those kind of instances where we find people who are vulnerable, either through drink or drugs or whatever, that we can refer them, and physically that means taking them to the SOS bus and letting the volunteers deal with them. And we are very much aware that they're going to be well looked after when they're with the volunteers.
Every situation is different. You'll never have the same situation occurring week in, week out. But those in need and that need support, whether it be physical help, mental health help or any help, there's always ears to listen.
And we as a group, as volunteers, we have to be on our toes to be able to adapt to every new situation.